We will talk about apple. Apple is one of the most popular food due to its availability and accessibility, and we will discuss its medical side. Apples contains dietary fiber. Its important contains around 4 to 5 grams of dietary fiber, and out of this 5 grams of dietary fiber, around 1.5 gram is soluble dietary fiber. Soluble means that it interacts with water and becomes jelly-like structure in the gastric, and it decreases absorption of carbohydrates, absorption of cholesterol also, and makes our gastric feel more full and decreases satiety. So intake apple before meal can reduce total calorie intake and increase satiety. Pectin is soluble fiber in the apple, and it's important because it can lower cholesterol level and lower blood glucose level. And if you want to intake more dietary fiber from apple, you should intake less ripe apple. And it's important to intake with its skin because most dietary fibers are represented in the skin of apple. If we say about vitamins, apple contains some vitamins, for example vitamin C, but vitamin content in the apple is not very high. For example, it contains around 10% of dietary requirement, daily requirement of vitamin C for a human body. And for example, average orange contains 100%, so 10 times more vitamin C in orange. So in terms of vitamin content, apple is not superfood, of course. Let's say another example, for example vitamin A. Apple do contain vitamin A, but less than 5% of daily requirement, and average carrot even smaller, medium to smaller size of carrot contains 100% of vitamin A daily requirement. Even in case of vitamin E, apple still contains some amount of vitamin E, but handful of almonds contain 100% of vitamin E requirement, daily requirement. So vitamin content is not high in apple, but it's still important. Even this 10% of vitamin C is important, and some vitamin A also important, but it's not superfood in means of vitamins. But apple also contains antioxidants, and antioxidants neutralize free radicals, and free radicals damage our DNA and our cells, and antioxidants are important. Most important antioxidants in the apple are vitamin C and flavonoids. Especially red apples and dark red apples are rich in flavonoids and antioxidants. And still we can say that content of antioxidant in the apple is not very rich. It's medium content of antioxidants. And if we say which is very high in antioxidants, such as such fruits are berries. Berries are rich in antioxidants. Another important part of apple is low calorie content. That's why it's weight loss friendly fruit, and Weight Watchers often eat lots of apples because it helps for them weight management, because low calorie food, it's 85% is water. So when you intake apple, or you intake lots of water and dietary fiber, and it helps weight management and weight loss. Apple contains around average apple contains around 100 calories, it's around 200 grams of apple, and glycemic index is around 40. It means low glycemic index, 40 out of 100. It means that intake apple does not cause glucose spikes in the blood, and it does not cause craves or sugar, and it does opposite. It causes stabilized blood glucose level and decreases this glucose craves, because decreases appetite and increases satiety. Now let's explain other health effects of apple. It aids weight loss, as we said, because it decreases appetite, and it has dietary fibers. It has soluble dietary fibers, which blocks absorption of carbohydrates and cholesterol, and it helps for weight loss. Also, it promotes gut health because of content dietary fibers. It decreases risk of diabetes because it helps to stabilize blood glucose level and prevents blood glucose spikes, and reduces risk of cancers, especially lung cancer and colon cancer, because of high antioxidant level, and antioxidant can prevent cell damage. Now let's say what is optimal intake of apple. What is best quantity of apple you can intake? It's 1 or 2 apples per day is considered optimal amount, but there is no strict restriction or strict recommendations, but optimal intake is 1 or 2 apples a day. And we should remember that the greener apple, the more vitamin C, the less ripe apple, the more dietary fiber. Red apples have more antioxidant levels. Also, this pink lady apple has also more antioxidant levels. That's all I wanted to say about apple. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for your watching. If you like my videos, please thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye for now.